Master Music Show. It's the Murder 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 Master Music Show. Hip-hop is dead, but we don't resurrect it. You follow what mainstream says, but here it gets rejected. If you wearing tight jeans, don't expect to get respected. I'm from a time where wearing black was always on your checklist. From a time where faggots get checked if they reckless. From a time where if you got too much shine, we snatch your necklace. This real shit here, Illuminati, fuck the industry. We represent the street and they respect our street ministries. Take no shorts and cut the middleman, literally. This hip-hop savior, our birth scenes like nativity. This a place where no one sells out for reliability, and the masses can get a chance to explore more creativity. You gotta be kidding me. If you call that hip-hop, niggas with high shades and fluorescent flip-flop. We killin' Big Brother, cause we know he watch. You don't like what I'm doing, then you can suck mine. And you don't Murder Master Music Show. It's the 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 Murder Master Music Show.
What is up, everybody? Episode 300, Murder Master Music Show. And I got some West Coast legends and pioneers on the line already. I'm just going to bring them on right now. We got the homie Cli-N-Tel. And welcome to the show. Always an honor and pleasure to have you on the show.
Yo, what's up, man? How's everybody doing?
Real good, real good. I'll tell you what, man. We got somebody you might know. Do you want to guess who he is before I bring him on?
Man, it's a lot. I know a lot of people, man.
A West Coast pioneer, man. I'll give you a clue. A member of NWA.
Oh, okay. It could be Yella. It could be Ren. Shit, it could be Crazy D. It could be Arabian Prince.
Got it, man. Arabian Prince, what's up, homie?
2030. What's up,
boys? What up, Rab? Professor
Yes,
X
sir.
in the house.
Yes, sir.
Man, what's up, man?
Can't call it in the house.
Yeah,
hey,
Cli-N-Tel.
No, I got to tell Cli-N-Tel something real quick, man. You know y'all rocked that set the other last week at the park, man.
Oh, thanks, man. It was fun, man. We had a ball, man. That was just, it felt like old times, man. You know how you blow off the dust on the mic and just get out there and do it, So it was all good.
Oh yeah.
Thanks. We had fun though. A lot of fun.
Hell yeah. Well, you guys are doing a lot of things. One thing I do want to mention first and foremost, Arabian Prince, I want to congratulate you on the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame because I believe that you should definitely be in there as well.
I appreciate it. Those that know.
Ice Cube was with the group for one album. So were you. You know what I mean? So why not include yourself? So, definitely props to you. What are you doing right now, Arabian Prince? What are you doing as far as you got an album in the works, or are you doing any tours? Or?
Oh, man, still touring, still doing concerts. Matter of fact, I got a show tomorrow up in the Bakersfield with my girl group, JJ Fad, an old school show we doing up there, man. I'm doing much more technology stuff, man. I got a couple of tech companies doing some stuff with Microsoft and Intel. So moving into that kind of thing, got to do something and make that, trying to beat Dre to $1 billion money.
Yeah, real talk. Speaking of JJ Fad, they will be on the show tomorrow too. They're going to be on before your show, so they'll be able to come on and promo that show a little bit. It's good to be still working with people that you've worked with for so many years. I mean, what's your relationship like with JJ Fad today? It sounds like you guys are great friends to this day.
Oh yeah, we family, man. We've been family from back then till now. And I keep pushing them like, hey, y'all need to do one more record. Like, come on, everybody, ain't nobody forgot Supersonic, but we can do one more record. But it's just so hard getting them back out there because they don't live in the same areas anymore. So it's kind of hard to get them, put together doing the, the same thing again. But hopefully we can get them to do a record soon.
Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, because I definitely, you guys do shows, the people come out. There's still a fan base there. You know what I'm saying? People want the music. Most definitely.
Oh, yeah, they do. Yes, they do.
There's been a recent, upsurgence and a resurgence in that style of music because of the EDM, and there's a relationship to techno. So, man, I would love to hear the new JJ Fad record. Are you kidding me, man? Come on, that's got to happen. Real quick.
Oh, yeah. And hopefully it happens soon, you know what I mean? Because, they still got it. They kill it on stage.
Oh, yeah.
So maybe I can, I'm just going to do a beat for them and just give it to them and here,
Yeah, make it work. Make that happen. For sure,
oh, yeah.
Man. But, yeah, I had a chance to catch a couple of their shows, and, they definitely, still got it, man. I really enjoyed it. And, people would be surprised, too, because, these girls got some skills, man, and they got bars. So it's not like, they just sitting around. A lot of it's funny because people think that, as an artist, you get a certain age, especially in hip hop, you don't, for some reason, you just stop, rhyming, or you just stop evolving. But nah, that's not the case at all, man. I've been able to catch so many shows of, some of the classic hip hop artists that are just dope. They incorporate some of the new stuff and then the classic stuff and this just the stage performance, the presence that they have, the ability to command an audience the way they do. Just that experience. You miss it a lot of times with some of these newer acts that really don't have that kind of experience. But man, groups like JJ Fad definitely, you when you go to their shows, you enjoy what you see because, they play with the crowd, they get involved with it. And my man is on these tables, man. Professor X, Arab, Arabian Prince, he's doing his thing too. So it's a really good show. And, if anybody ever gets a chance to catch it, they should definitely catch it, because they'll definitely be entertained by it.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Oh, most definitely, man. I tell you what, man, you guys withstood the test of time, and like you said, not only you staying current with the music, but you're also doing other things as well. You know what I'm saying? So, props to both of you guys. We got another guy in the building, straight out the Midwest, out of Flint, Michigan. This is the homie Polk from Project Born, one of the one of the pioneering groups of Michigan, along with the Dayton family, MC Breed, Shan. How you doing, man?
Oh, man, take it easy, man. How y'all doing?
Man, we're doing real good. We got Arabian Prince, NWA. We got Cli-N-Tel, Wrecking Crew, episode 300. It's, we're happy to be here. We hope to do another.
Congratulations. Wow.
Thank you.
Exactly. That's why I'm calling to congratulate y'all, man, on the 300 show, man.
I really appreciate it, man. While we got you on the line, straight from Flint, we've had Shoestring on here, we had Bootleg, and they both said that the water problem is still fucked up, that they're not even fixing pipes hardly. What's the situation like right now, day-to-day living in Flint, as far as the water is concerned, Chris?
Yeah, man, it's still fucked up. They ain't trying to do nothing, man. Still living off the bottled water, man, and, everybody saying what they gonna do and trying to get done, and the mayor, she's working hard to get it taken care of, man. But slow process, don't look like nothing moving. So just taking it a day at a time,
Still contaminated water. Kids still don't have access to clean water.
Right, coming off the bottled water, man. Crazy, man. Trying to kill us. It's just the government, man.
And what's fucked up is, here it is, it's 2016. We've known about this now, in the media for months, but it's been going on probably for years, maybe even decades. You would think that they would make it a number one priority to handle this situation. You know what I'm saying? To make sure that kids have clean water to bathe in and clean water to drink. Yeah, you're right. It looks like nothing but a genocide, man. I mean, what else do you call it when they don't lift a finger to do nothing? But yet they go and give Israel and other countries billions and billions of dollars in aid to build up militaries and to do things of that nature. But they got kids over here can't even have access to clean water, man. That's fucked up.
They had it on the news earlier that the Supreme Court and all the high courts, whatever, just approved $100 million to start the pipelines being fixed or whatever. So we'll see what they do about that. But $100 million, we don't even know if if that'll fix it or what, So we just gonna see what it do.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Because you shouldn't have to go through that. You know what I'm saying? So our thoughts are definitely with everybody in Flint, Michigan.
And the sad thing about it, the government, ain't nobody being held responsible for it, man. It's like they still got the main ones, the government, they still got their jobs. Better than any other motherfucker or whatever been in prison. Like my man
Snyder.
Detroit, right. My man in Detroit, the mayor in Detroit, look what happened with him. They put him in there to slime a man for years for whatever he was doing about money. This government trying to kill us, you know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, people done died over this shit, man.
I mean, that's, what is that, the late, great Tupac said, realize, 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 realize. Right. You know what I'm saying? So people that have their third eye open can see the fuckery. Anybody with half a brain can see it. But you got so many people that don't even think it's a problem. Everybody's going completely fucking crazy because some football player cat sat there in the national anthem. But nobody seems to give a fuck about kids having clean water. That shows you how fucked up not only the politics and the media is in this country, but the stupid people, the citizens. There's a bunch of stupid fucking people that live here. I hate to say that, but it's the truth. Unfortunately.
You're right, man.
But
we'll get through it, though.
On a positive tip, man, what has Project Born got coming out as far as music, man? You guys got anything out right now or coming out soon?
Yeah. Actually, we just released our latest album back in November called The Born Supremacy. And actually, we in the midst of right now working on the Born Dead 3 album, whatever. So we'll be dropping that probably beginning of the year. So yeah, man, we grinding it out, man. Still putting it down out here and there.
That's what I'm talking about, man. Most definitely. Yeah, you guys been doing it for decades now yourself. You know what I'm saying? You guys came up in the early '90s, and you still do it. You just did the Gathering of the Juggalos, didn't you do that recently?
Right. Yep, did that in July.
Now, for the people that haven't been to one of those, what is that like? As far as, in the atmosphere, man.
Man, it's crazy. You got to be there just to, you can hear all the talking, you won't see the pictures, but just being there in the midst of it, man, it's ridiculous, man. You have fun, no problems. You have a problem every now and then, but it's family love, man. Juggalos, them boys, man, they get out there and know how to have a good time, man. And show you nothing but love when you get out there. So we're always happy to get out there and get invited back.
Your first album, if I'm not mistaken, wasn't that released on Psychopathic Records?
Right. Yeah, it was an EP, right? Yeah, back in '95.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about, man. Here you are, 2016, still doing it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What about
I'll have to shoot that album too. Yeah, we got a few shows in coming up into December, but we actually got a tour. That's in the early stages right now. That's gonna be like the beginning of the year, or whatever. So once we get all the info about that, get everything set in stone, we'll let everybody know about that one.
Yeah.
We'll see with the homies. I'll have to get that album out there to you, man.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, we do reviews. Anybody listening, we do reviews over at EGSforlife.com. Make sure You know what I'm saying? You get us the music. Email me, prez@ujsforlife.com. Yeah, definitely, Polk. Make sure I get the music, and you know what I'm saying. We'll get it up on the site. We'll review it. You know, we'll bring you guys out. We'll actually do a Project Born show. That's a long overdue thing anyway. Been meaning to get you guys on, but so many areas to cover. I mean, you can ask Cli-N-Tel. We've been trying to cover the West Coast. The West Coast alone is just fucking ridiculous.
Right.
Yeah, no doubt.
You know, but when we hit the Midwest, I mean, we've been hitting the Midwest. It's crazy there too. You know what I'm saying? Midwest is just full of fucking artists. I mean, you see that yourself coming out of Michigan.
Yeah.
Michigan probably has just as many rappers as Cali. There's a huge scene going on in Michigan. What about your influences, man? Did you grow up listening to Cali music?
Yeah, man. Yeah. Oh, Q, man, is from the Cali area, man. Q, NWA, Ice-T, all of them, man. And, them was been those, especially Ice Cube was a big influence for us, man.
Ice Cube was discovered by the other guy in the line right now. Cli-N-Tel. Didn't you discover Ice Cube?
Well, we actually, me and Dre, Jinx had tricked us into going over to a little backyard gathering they had one day, and Cube and K-Dee and Jinx were back there in the backyard, and they just started rapping, right? And so Jinx used to be our roadie, so he would always, he had access to us, and then like Jinx was like begging us, man, can we be down? We want to be down with the crew. And so when we saw that, man, I saw how much fire and just, conviction Ice Cube had in his rhymes and his skills. I was like, yo, Dre, man, we got to work with them. And Dre was like, nah, I don't want to fuck with them. I don't want to mess with them. So finally I eventually convinced Dre to, pull him into our little 4-track studio that we had in the garage at Hot Ass Studio back there behind Lonzo's house. And eventually, we started working with him and mentoring him and just, it evolved from there. They started opening up for us and, the rest is history.
Hey, we got another West Coast legend that's getting ready to come on right now, man. I'm gonna bring him on and let him introduce himself. He's definitely been on the show before. Hey, what's up, homie?
What's happening with you, y'all? It's the narrator RVX. Coming to you live, from the West Coast, out here watching this football game with my folks, and thought I called in to congratulate Great Scott on what he's doing and whatnot, and let him know I appreciate him.
Man, thank you, man.
This Cli-N-Tel, man. What's up, family? How you doing tonight, man?
Man, we're working. I mean, I got some boy, but we ain't gonna talk about it right now. You did.
Right.
We're gonna just stay. But everything is lining back up. Everything you speaking on 100. Everything pretty much 100 coming back into perspective, and I still got my mojo and my voice and my rhymes and my skills and everything. So why not? The game is not won until the fourth quarter. So we're in the fourth quarter with it, but we still got a chance to win the championship. So that's what we're going for. And all is well, So that's what it is. And I just, like I said, swerved in to say hey to everybody and once again congratulate Scott on how he's doing this thing. It's a good look.
Hey, thank you very much, RBX. I appreciate you, man.
Yes, sir.
Get at me when you're ready to drop that project. We got to have you back on the show and promote it.
Oh man, I just got to figure which angle I'm going. For being in this music thing, me always being in my arts and craft mode, it comes to a point in time when the business mode have to come into to play. And here recently, I've been learning more on the business, so I want to make sure that I do it in the correct manner, so we optimize everything that we strive to attain.
Yeah, hell yeah.
On all levels. I mean, videos, because a lot of people don't even think I still got it. They was like, X, when you ain't done nothing in a while. And I'm like, fool, I've been active. I'm on the block on a constant basis. My blades are sharp. I just ain't in the mainstream with it, but go to Long Beach. You can get mixtapes right now with brand new shit, and I'm crushing things. So, but that's my job. That's what I was just speaking on the business end. Is I as a businessman need to put it in their face so they don't have to ask. It's right there, bam.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm talking about.
That part.
Well,
so
we're ready, man. We got it may not be the biggest platform in the world, but it's definitely here.
Man, you know, yeah, we stay grimy and ugly as ever. So that never matters. Some of the studios we record in don't look all that, but when you take it into the other studio to put it on them reels and get it mixed and mastered, that's when it all comes alive. So, you know, it's just we just gotta polish it up. It's all good. Well, listen, man, I just swirled through to do that. Cli-N-Tel, all is well. We got to build. I don't know if you got my number, but you can get it for Scotty. And let's build, man. Let's get this thing together.
Oh, for sure, man, for sure. Matter of fact, I think I still got it, so I'm gonna hit you up, man, for sure.
That's what it is, y'all. So I'm gone.
That's what's up.
I'm at y'all in a minute. West.
Hey, take care, X.
What's up?
All right, y'all. One.
See, that's what I'm talking about. That's a narrator, RBX. Classic, legendary artist, you know what I'm saying, West Coast. And he did his own thing, too, solo, you know what I'm saying, when he dropped his solo album in 95. You know what I'm saying, that shit was killing, too. So we look forward to seeing what he's got coming out in the future. When did you first meet RBX, Cli-N-Tel?
Cool, man. I mean, back in the mid-'90s, I would believe, man, somewhere around in there, you know, during the old Death Row days. You know, everybody kind of, you know, hung in the same circles, and, you know, you connect with people at different points, and, you know, backstage at concerts or over somebody's house or shit at a picnic or at a video shoot, you know, it could have been somewhere around in there, man. It goes back.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely a legend, man. I tell you what, it's humbling, you know what I'm saying, to be able to have cats like that and cats like yourself take an active part of this show because, you know, we like to do a lot of round tables and things of that nature. And to hear you guys chop it up, like we had Fresh Kid Ice chopping it up with Jerry Heller, you know, for the first time in 30 years. You know what I'm saying? They were talking together. The last time they talked prior to that was in Jerry Heller's office at Macola Records in 1984. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy to capture these types of moments. And speaking on Jerry Heller, we did a tribute show to him, Eazy-E, last week. I still want to say, you know, send my condolences to his family, and of course to you, because you were great friends with Jerry. Do you have any memories of Jerry you'd like to share with us?
I mean, you know, like I was telling, you know, you earlier, Jerry was the type of person, if he was your friend, you know, he had your back. You know, he looked out for you, but he had no problems, you know, with telling you the raw truth when you needed to hear the raw truth. And that's what a true friend would do. You know, like I said, he actually was instrumental in helping me to buy my first house. And he was all about, you know, making sure that our business was straight, you know, and when we didn't have our business straight, you know, that was one of the things that, you know, he would look out for. You know, and I just remember my earliest, you know, memories of him was way back in the Wrecking Crew days, man, and we were just starting to, you know, jump off and take off, and Lonzo brought over this white, you know, pale, crusty dude, and we were all looking at each other like, who the hell is this dude? What is he gonna do for us? At the time, we didn't know who the hell he was, you know. But sure enough, man, things started cracking as soon as, you know, he started, you know, pushing and getting into those doors and opening doors that we couldn't necessarily get into, because he was able to use his influence and expertise to do that. But, you know, that was just my first memories of him, was like, you know, what is this dude going to do for us, you know, and what does he know about hip-hop? But, shit, you know, sure enough, come to find out he knew quite a bit about music, and, you know, he helped a lot of people to, you know, get in those doors, man, for sure.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, most definitely. Dude, I mean, from back to the 60s. You know, people think his music just started with NWA, man. Like you said, he got you, helped you get your first house and everything. I was like, 3, 4, 5 years before NWA, if I'm not mistaken?
Yeah, at least.
Yeah.
At least.
You know, so I mean, it's definitely, you know, it's good to hear people say good things about him, because you hear so many negative things about Jerry. I've seen that he's done a lot of good things for a lot of people. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you know, yeah,
you can't really
he was
what you hear all the time. So.
Yeah. Well, he was a polarizing figure to a lot of people, man, and you know, folks had their opinions about him. I think early on in his career, you know, he may have been a lot more, you know, hardcore, and toward the end of his life, you know, he softened up quite a bit. He didn't go too soft, but he maybe softened up a little bit. And I think just that image of him that was projected out there by, you know, other folks kind of stuck, and it bothered him. You know, it weighed on him a little bit, and it could have even had something to do, you know, with his situation. But, you know, he really wanted people to not think of him in that way, you know, and I think he was really fighting toward the end of his life to kind of, you know, change that narrative, or at least secure his legacy and fight for his legacy in you know, in another way. So that's the way I see it, and it'd be interesting, this you know, biopic that they're working on, and all the other stuff that's happening around that. It'd be interesting to see, you know, how it's portrayed and how he's portrayed in that, man. But yeah, condolences to the family and Terry and Gary, and you know, and all the folks over there. And you know, I know that they got some things planned that is gonna be interesting. Really interesting coming up.
Oh, yeah. Hey, we got another caller on the show. This guy is a fucking legend from the East Coast. You know what I'm saying? Straight up out of, you know, St. Queens. Let's bring him on right now, man. This should be MC Shan, if I'm not mistaken.
When? Now?
Yeah, right now.
How you doing?
No, this ain't.
Right now.
You doing over the phone?
Get in the car, man.
Hey.
Yeah,
Y'all got me online, man. Y'all got me online already, or what?
So we got you right now. Shan, is it Shan?
Yes, what's up? Gotta give
How you
President
doing, man?
Shell. I'm chilling like a villain.
Man, MC Shan, I tell you what, man, I want to thank you for participating in the show, because you've been on many legendary episodes that we've done.
Seriously?
Oh, you put me back on the map. Excuse me for saying that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, most definitely. I just want to give you props, man, because, you know what I'm saying, a lot of cats, when that video dropped of the freestyle, a lot of cats was talking shit at first. But now if you look at the video now, Shan, everybody's giving you props. So props
look,
to you, man.
I don't worry about who gives me props, because I'm gonna take my props. You know what I'm saying? I'm not asking for anyone's approval. You know what I'm saying? As long as y'all are down with me, I ain't really worried about, you know, because you're going to have haters all the time. And haters, I ain't even worried about them. I got too many people that love me to even worry about who hating on me. You know what I'm saying? Haters, I don't even see them. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it is.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
but
most
all
definitely.
the time, I got to give y'all props, because I don't care what's going on. Y'all always mess with me regardless whether I'm up or down or in between, you know what I'm saying? And so I mess with dudes like y'all on any point. If you say, yo, Shan, I need you to do so-and-so and so, I'm going to be there, because y'all always give me what, you know what I'm saying? Y'all give me the room to talk about what I need to talk about and get whatever I got to get off my chest.
Yeah, most definitely, man. You know that platform is there. What have you been up to over the last couple months? You been good?
Yeah, I've been chilling. I've just been taking care of personal life stuff right now. You know what I'm saying? But I'm over that, and I know where I'm going in life. I'm, you know what I'm saying? I ain't got to do 8 years in jail. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know what I'm saying? But that's the county I live in. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to really do shit, and them niggas are trying to serve your ass. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like happy that I'm out here and doing what I could still continue to do. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no big thing. It ain't like I was no bank robber or no shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But they just try and do you dirty out here where I'm at. And these niggas tried to serve me 8 years in jail. And so, with that being said, that's why you ain't hear me doing no music and all of that. Because what I'm going to do? I'm going to just do some stuff, and then all of a sudden I got to go serve 8 years with these fucking folks. Excuse me. You know what I'm saying? But that's just my life. You know what I'm saying? That's my life. But I appreciate you.
Last time you were on, we was worried about that, Shan. I remember you telling us you had that coming up. And I'm glad to hear that. Congratulations, man.
Yeah, man. I mean, but it took money. I had to go get a high-powered lawyer and all that other crazy stuff. Because, us as ghetto superstars or whatever, the prosecutor was just trying to be the one to say, "Ooh, I served MT Shan with fucking 8 years." You know what I'm saying? So it took a little bit of money for me to get out of that, even though it was nothing that I really did. I had a license for the gun I had, you know what I'm saying? But my child in the back seat, they want to say, "Oh, she's in danger." She got a rifle of her motherfucking own, so how the fuck is she in danger? You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, fuck you, motherfucker. I'm free, and fuck you, and it'll be double jeopardy for you motherfuckers to try and come back and get me, fuckers.
Yeah, real shit. Real shit, man. That's what I'm talking
but I
about.
appreciate y'all for supporting me through the whole ordeal. I really couldn't tell what it was and what was going down and all that stuff because that's nothing to be proud of. You know what I'm saying? I'm not proud of it. It's not like I'm boasting on it. But you know me, I keep my shit real 100% all the time. You know, and now that it's over, I can reveal what I was going through, why I wasn't trying to, do more things and come out with albums and make new music and whatnot. Because, I mean, it don't make no sense. Well, I do this today and tomorrow, well, where he went. You know what I mean? So it was all good. It's all good. But things turned out for what he wanted, what it is, you know?
Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, last time you were on the show, I remember you talking about that. And I'm glad things, worked out. And we look forward to whatever kind of music you put out or whatever you're doing in the future. Just get at us. You know you always got a platform here, man.
Oh, you always know I got you first. You got the exclusives.
I appreciate that, man. Real talk. Thank you for calling in tonight, brother.
Hey, listen, it's a celebration. Why would I not? Like I told you, I just got off of one show and I looked at my time. I'm like, oh, it's 10:25. Let me go ahead and call them because you know me, I drink my Moscatos and whatnot.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, let me hurry up and do what I got to do because y'all always looked out for me. And like I said, I would call in and do what I got to do for you because y'all always looked out for me. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, no, anytime, man, no doubt. That goes for anybody on the line, anybody that calls in tonight. We appreciate the support, you know what I'm saying? And there's the platforms are diminishing. You know what I'm saying? The platforms are diminishing, so we need to make sure that we have this platform available for cats like yourself whenever you need it.
All right, look, if the platforms are diminishing, and y'all are the only place that they can get it, guess what? This is the only place they can tune in to hear real stuff. You know what I mean? So if there's other cats that want to just fall by the wayside and just do what the mainstream is doing, that's on them. Because the only place you're gonna get the realness is right here. You dig what I'm saying? So let them do what they do. Y'all gonna stick to what you do. And y'all going to be the only ones with it. So where they got to go to get it? Right here.
Appreciate that, man. Real talk.
So we never say the platform is diminishing because, like you say, if there's only one person, that's all you need is one. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't take 20. It doesn't take 30. If you got one, it's still alive.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, most definitely. Well, I'll tell you what, man. While you're on the line, why don't we give them a little song real quick, man? We're going to go to a break, guys. We're going to go to the break. Revenge of the Walking Dead. You want to intro this one?
Listen, this was the last thing I came out with before I got my little situation. But I got another one coming because I'm not just going to let that motherfucking, whatever the fuck that song was he came with, motherfucking take you out, whatever the fuck that was. I ain't going to let that be the last motherfucking thing they heard from me. You know what I mean? But I just been laying low. I mean, even with all the trouble that he's in right now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just going to let y'all rock.
His mouth, isn't he?
He always put his foot in his mouth, you know what I'm saying? And you notice that he's been very quiet lately. Very quiet.
Yeah. Well, that's what happens
because of that situation, and you protecting folks that do foul things. You know what I'm saying? It's like I don't condone that kind of behavior. And like I told y'all, I've been through that kind of situation, so I definitely don't respect that type of. You know what I'm saying? So I don't respect what the hell he talking about. And if you're going to protect people like that, that's definitely no respect. Never again in life. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Shan, we actually got a caller right now. You know what I'm saying? Before we go to the song Revenge of the Walking Dead, we got Poppy. You know what I'm saying? The homie is Shan, man. How you doing, Poppy? All right?
Yo, what's up, Poppy?
Hey, what's up? Got MC Shan on the line. Cli-N-Tel, got Polk from Project Born, and myself. This episode 300 of Murder Master Music. So we're just getting ready to play Revenge of the Walking Dead by MC Shan, and he was just saying that he's not done. He's got more coming. But what are your thoughts on KRS-One? And first off, tell everybody who you are in case our listeners, you know what I'm saying, up on who you are, since the media's kind of blocking out what you've been saying.
Well, I'm Poppy from Bronx River on Zulu Nation, one of the victims of Africa Bambaataa.
Poppy.
Yeah,
I respect what you did, brother. I respect what you did. I respect that to the fullest because I've been through the same kind of situation. Not a lot of motherfuckers is willing to say, you know what I'm saying, because that's how we are as black men, our pride getting away. But sometimes people need to know what the hell went on. You know what I'm saying? And so I respect you, brother. I respect all for everything you did. Because with your story coming out, I have never told anyone whatever happened to me until your story came out. You heard what I'm saying?
Wow. You know what? I got to take my hat off because I seen the interview that you did, and I respect it. At the end of the day, I respect it because a lot of people are pussyfooting around with this Bambaataa situation, and as a matter of fact, from what I'm hearing, he's been paying a lot of media off to keep off the story, even some of the people that started with the story.
Well, look, if it's gonna make him broker, make him broker, but you ain't paying nobody to keep it to the story under wraps. So those that are gonna keep on, you know what I'm saying, like these brothers here, Prez and them, that let it be known, I give them props because, I mean, people need to know what the hell. You know what I'm saying? And I don't respect that at all. I don't respect that at all. And people always say, oh, Shan, you homophobic. No, if you've been through what I've been through, well, you would understand why I don't like them. You know what I'm saying? It's not that I'm a homophobic. I just don't like those kind of folks, period. You know what I'm saying? Be what you want to be, but keep it out of my face. Stop trying to push it down my children's throats with these new shows that come on with all these dudes kissing dudes. Keep that to yourself. Be who you want to be, do what you want to do, but do not push it on us. You know what I'm saying?
Did you hear the conference call with Bambaataa that I leaked out there? Did you hear what he said?
No, I didn't.
He said on a conference call that when Bill Clinton got his dick sucked, they didn't change the flags. And when Israel bombed the Palestinians and everybody criticized them, he said they didn't give a damn. He said they stood on a square. And all of the Zulus that left the Zulu Nation is a bunch of fucking pussies.
Yeah.
So he's bold about it.
I heard him call him.
Listen, I don't even listen to what that man say no more. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't respect that, man. I don't care what you did for hip-hop, whatever. And when I used to see Bam, he used to embrace me as, oh, Shan. But you can't even talk to me right now. You know what I'm saying? You can't say nothing to me. I don't care what you did for hip-hop, none of that. And I keep saying, KRS-One, you got something to hide, my nigga. You dig what I'm saying? Because for you to keep on standing up for somebody that did what they did, and you still standing up for this man, you got something to hide, and you don't want it to come out. You know what I'm saying? So whatever it is what it is. You know what I mean? You do you, Chris. You talking all that crap, oh, I need money from you. I don't need nothing from you. I made more money than your whole career spans, Chris. So you can't say nothing. Boats, cars, all that, but that means nothing in the retrospect of what real life is.
Yeah.
You know what I find kind of you know what I find kind of weird? Here it is, KRS-One is supposed to be the blast master, right? He's supposed to be the teacher, right?
Yeah.
And I don't mean any disrespect in saying what I'm about to say, but at the same time, how are you going to reach out to the people when you couldn't keep your own child from committing suicide?
Oh, you said what I want. Look, I wanted to listen. I wanted when he said that, oh, I was on tour and this and all that, and I was all that. But guess why I wasn't on tour? Because I was a single father. Close that door, Lyric. I was a single father. And when your child needed you most, where was you at? On tour. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not putting the man down, but don't talk about, Shan, why wasn't on tour and all this, because I could have done all of that. But I was a single father for the past 27 years, going on 28. So if the money was more important to me, you know where I would have been? Right on tour with you. And so I understand where you're coming from, and I'm glad you said what you said just now. And he could be mad because I don't care, whatever. But don't come at me with that, because I'm gonna wind up doing all these 8 years that I have to do. You know what I'm saying? So leave me alone. Just do you and do what you got to do, because I'm facing too much stuff right now. And if you want to do what you want to do, you're just going to get me this time, is all I'm saying. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it, but leave me alone right now, because I'm not the one to be fucking with. He know it, I know it, and a lot of other niggas know it. Yeah, I'll be 100 pounds with a brick in my pocket, but I'm not the nigga to be fucking with.
Well, you know, at the end of the day, this situation that we dealing with, we addressing, is a real serious situation. 1 out of 3 females molested. You know, and that's a real serious situation. We need to be on top of that. And most of the time, when a young male was being molested, nobody ever hears the story about the boys. They never tell it. So this is a deep topic. It's not something that we take lightly at all. And for KRS-One to be as disrespectful as he was.
To say that because you want to act like he's a part of the truth.
Man, he just got out though.
Rick Ross wasn't even out when being met with you.
That's real talk. Real talk. We got another caller on the line. This is West Coast legend. You know what I'm saying? Lynch Mob, Ice Cube. You know what I'm saying? But I'll just let him introduce himself, man. Who is this?
What's up with it, man? It's K-Dee.
K-Dee the Lynch Mob.
What
How
up,
you doing,
K-Dee?
man?
Hey, what's going on with y'all?
Man, we're just we happy to have you back on the show. Last time you were on the show, our episode ended up in a book. We was talking about how
right?
Ice Cube got his name, his name origins, and it ended up in the book by Ben Westhoff, Original Gangsters, which was
right?
Which is crazy. A lot of I tell everybody, go pick up that book, Original Gangsters. It's got a lot of West Coast information on it. I want to shout out the homie Shan. Let me see if he's on. I think we got MC Shan here.
I'm
we
still
got
here.
the
Big
we got
shout
Poppy,
to the Lynch Mob.
you know what I'm saying?
That's what's up. That's what's up, MC Shan, for sure.
What's happening, my brother?
Man, I can't call it, bro. You sometimes me.
Look. I'm gonna let y'all talk because I done had enough to say. You know what I'm saying, Poppy? I respect you. Lynch Mob in the building, you already know. So I'm gonna take a sit back and listen for a minute because you should listen more than you talk. You got 2 ears and 1 mouth, which means you should listen more than you talk.
That's what's up.
Hey, much respect, Shan.
No doubt.
Yeah, that's the homie MC Shan right there, man.
Man, that's a legend right there, baby. Man, you over here doing it big, man.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? That's why this platform we fuck with the 70s,
it's
80s,
funny.
the 90s.
It's funny because before you came on and clicked on to me, I'm listening. I hear him talking. I'm like, man, that sounds like Shan right there. And that's when you clicked on. It was like, yeah, man, I got Shan. I'm like, okay. Because when you text me, you just said about Cli-N-Tel and the Arabian Prince. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that was about They actually opened up the show with me. I mean, what a way to open up a show, right? You got former, bandmates of NWA and the Wrecking Crew, and I mean, but yeah, people have been calling in. We also got Poppy on the line, and you know what I'm saying, he's one of the guys along with Ronald Savage that came out against Africa Bambaataa, you know what I'm saying, and stood against, you know what I'm saying, pedophiles and things of that nature, and that's why we want to have him on the show tonight too, so he could raise awareness of what's going on, you know what I'm saying, in the entertainment industry.
No doubt.
A lot of people don't even realize it, and they don't want to speak about it, so we're honored to have Poppy on the show as well. We got we got a lot of guys to bring back everybody on the line. We got Poppy, we got K-Dee. K-Dee, you got a project out right now. Yeah, that was a crazy fucking song, wasn't it?
Man.
Yeah, he went in, didn't he? He went in.
Man, did he?
He got a video for it, too. Everybody check out the video on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Revenge of the Walking Dead, MC Shan. He's, looking like a zombie and everything. Fire, all kinds of shit. Hell of a track. But you got a EP out right now, and it's the first project that you put out since your solo in '94. Man, it's dope as fuck.
Yeah, man.
Man, what made you come back?
You peeped it out?
I peeped out a couple tracks, but what I'm wondering is because we're going to have you guys on the show, we're going to preview the album and whatnot. But what I'm wondering is, what made you decide to come back now, and why not before? Why didn't you want to come out before?
Well, it wasn't the fact that I didn't want to come out before. I tried a couple of times, back in 98, 99. I tried a couple of times, and I kind of got some. I don't know, man. I feel like I was being blackballed. I mean, it's crazy, because a lot of people might say that about themselves or whatever, but I just felt like I was being blackballed because all the meetings I went to with my stuff, I was getting good feedback. They was, we love it, man. We love it. We're gonna take it in and play it for the big guy and whatever. And then when I would get the call back, or I wouldn't get a call back, it was like leave me scratching my head. And one time I did get a full okay, let's go with it. Let's write the papers up and let's go. And then right after I got that, maybe like 2 weeks later, these guys' phones just was disconnected. So I started feeling like, man, maybe I'm being blackballed. Like, why is this happening? They loving it in the beginning. I was just close to signing a deal with these guys. I don't want to put their name out there, but and in the next couple of weeks, it was just like, hey, nothing. So I kind of got sour on the game, and I left it alone for a while. And then I ran into my folks that I mess with now, my Neff Music cats, Arsenal, Brad Spit, Low Diggs. I ran into them, man, and they got me back inspired, man, and we just been doing music, man, for like the last 10, 15 years. We had a few projects that we did and we were going to put out, but, politics and other stuff, and I had some legal stuff that I was trying to get through, and things just kept getting prolonged. I had about 4 different projects, man, done, and we never put them out.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah,
so
really.
You got a bunch of unreleased material in the vault.
Yeah, I got a lot of unreleased product. A lot, yeah. A lot. Matter of fact, me and Arsenal got a whole Black Rolling Stones project before this one that we never put out. I don't know if you ever remember that first, because I even posted the first album cover. It was another album cover with me and him on it, the Black Rolling Stone album cover. like a couple of years ago. Yeah,
Wow.
We never put it out. Yeah, so I mean, you know, I've been trying. You know, these last couple of years I've been trying, but this is just right now the you know, the one that just happened, just a little more successful one that everything came into place. It's like it was the right time. I mean, even though back then would have been a cool time too, but I don't know. Like I say, everything happened for a reason. So here I am, all these years later.
Yeah, most definitely. I tell you what, man, and you know, what I heard, you know, so far, I mean, it's real, you know, dope and current, but it's not swag. You know what I'm saying? It's not that skinny jean stupid shit that they got nowadays. It's actually,
yeah, nah.
You know what I'm saying? It's real good music, but it could also appeal to some of the younger people because not everybody's into that swag stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
There are some of the younger generation that's actually into, you know what I'm saying, lyricism and stuff like that. So I mean, it's good you're back, man. It really is. What about the Lynch Mob? I've been seeing pictures online and stuff of that nature. Is there going to be any type of reunion project with the Lynch Mob?
Well, right now we're trying. You know, we're trying to get it together. We had a few meetings. We didn't be in the studio. We laid a couple of tracks. We're just trying to work out all the particulars, man. But everybody is talking. You know, J-Dee's supposed to be getting out pretty soon. So you know, everybody's been talking, man. So we just trying to, you know, keep it going in the straight line, man. And just make sure everybody's with it. Make sure everybody's on the same page. And then you know the budget's gonna get pushed. But right now we just trying to make sure everything is straight.
Yeah. Earlier,
make sure everybody here in the same place.
We had Cli-N-Tel on earlier, and he was. We were talking about, you know, what I'm saying, Ice Cube's earlier days and whatnot. Do you remember kicking it with Cli-N-Tel back then?
Oh, come on, man, most definitely. Hell yeah.
What was it like? I mean, you guys are both on the line.
I'm still here. What's up, K-Dee? How you doing?
Is Cli-N-Tel?
Yeah, I'm still here. What's up, man?
What's up, Clyde? What's up with you,
man?
baby?
We chilling, man. We out here, man. We out here, you know. Yeah, I mean, you know, man, friends, this is my little bro right here, man. I mean, you know, this is family. Me, K-Dee, we go back,
man,
you know, to the beginning, man. It's
to the very beginning, man.
Yeah, no doubt.
The very beginning, bro. The very beginning, man. I'm talking about young. I was a youngster, man, wet behind the ears, man.
Yep. For sure, man. And you know the thing about them, though, you know, you had K-Dee, you had Jinx, and you had Cube, and they complemented each other well. And with Barry and the Stereo Crew, and you know, and eventually, you know, Crew in Action and all that. It just, you know, you guys complemented each other well. And a lot of times, man, people don't give K-Dee his due props, you know, his credit, because a lot of times K-Dee held up his end of the fucking bargain, man, in the studio and on stage and all of that, and you know, writing and lyrics and all that. And K-Dee was the kind of dude that, you know, in the beginning was soaking it all in and learning fast. You could tell he was a quick learner and just, you know, just willing to, like, do what's necessary to be successful, man. So that's one of the other reasons why, you know, Record Crew decided, you know, that we had to take y'all on, man, because, you know, you guys had a sense about yourselves, and you had that you already had a spark, you know, and we already knew y'all were gonna be something, you know, something big at some point just from that, man. So yeah, man, it's good to hear you, man. It's, you know, it's good to chop it up with you.
Sure. That's right. That's what's up, man. I appreciate that, bro. Man, didn't know you felt that way, man. That's oh, man, Clyde, man, for real, man. It's go back, man.
Yeah, for real.
Go back.
This goes back to the early days of the West Coast hip hop scene. I mean, the early '80s.
Yeah.
You guys are part of that. And like I said, go check out Ben Westhoff's book, Original Gangsters. You were at the book signing the other day, Cli-N-Tel. Who was all up there?
Oh man, it was D Barnes was there, Greg Mack, Chris the Glove, Justin Hunt from Hip Hop DX. Who else was in the house? Colin from Death Row was there.
Man, it was a lot of people. You know, it was interesting. What's his name? The officer who actually did the piece on Tupac. He was there.
Oh, Greg
and,
K-Dee from Murder Rap.
Yeah, Greg K-Dee was there. It was a lot of interesting people in the house, man. The book's 400 pages, but from what I've read so far, it's a really good read. It's very definitive. Ben, spent 5 years, putting it together. He talked to a lot of people. He's a pretty fair interviewer, straight down the middle. And in some parts, actually, you go, oh, he going there. And some of these pieces, he went there, but it's all in letting people know really what time it is, and you really get that whole flavor and that whole sense of how West Coast gangster rap really started and where it really evolved from. Because again, it's like I tell people all the time when they ask me, we wasn't no street cats, none of us were. But we had friends who grew up on the streets. We had cats in our crews who grew up on the streets and all of that. So we represented, or we understood, or the lifestyle. We understood what it was about. We had family members and stuff, but we were scribes. We were poets. We were artists. So we knew how to take what they were doing and interpret that in a way that you see the artistry in it. But yeah, you get a really good idea of where that whole gangster rap thing kind of evolved, man, from Ben's book, and it's a good read. It's 400 pages, so if you got time or whatever, most people I'm talking to, they pick it up and they can't put it down because it's so compelling. All the stories that you hear you never really heard before.
Well, I'm going to check it out.
It's really good read, and it's really good.
Oh yeah, definitely. Whenever you think hip hop, you got to include the West Coast. You guys, really set it, put it down for a lot of other people, set the foundation for a lot of cats to do what they do today. We got the homie Poppy on the line. Poppy, what's the latest with you guys, man? I know you're doing a lot of events to raise awareness. You and Ron are out there raising awareness. You got anything going on to promote or anything we can talk about?
Well, I have some stuff that other people is doing, and I'm trying to put together, but I don't have no dates right now, so I can't really give it to you at the present time. But we definitely working real hard to bring awareness to child molestation, because it's a real serious topic in our communities. And like I said before, 1 out of 3 females, and some say 1 out of 5, 1 out of 6 males. But you really never know the truth when it comes to a young male, because males never really tell, especially when it's a man doing it to a young boy.
Yeah,
so we definitely try to bring awareness to this.
I commend you, Poppy, for raising awareness and for doing it and for speaking out, because it's something that not enough people are doing. It happens in religion. It happens in sports. It happens in all kinds of different industries, and a lot of people aren't speaking out and doing anything. And I commend you and I salute you for doing that. What ultimately gave you the courage to say, you know what, it's time. I got to do it now?
To be honest with you, see, a lot of things happen behind the scenes. Like, I'll give you an example. It's always been on my mind. It's never went nowhere. But when Africa Bambaataa got stabbed, the next day we went to his house to see who stabbed him, and he gave me a picture of the young man that stabbed him. When I looked at the picture, the dude looked like me as a baby. Like, damn, he was a young boy. He was a baby. And I knew from there why he stabbed. Now, Bam never told the reason why the boy stabbed him, but I put 2 and 2 together. That's all I needed. And then sometime later, they called up to Hot 97 and tried to tell the story. He said that, he fell asleep and woke up with Bam giving him oral sex with his finger in his behind, and he stabbed him and he stabbed Ahmed. So, throughout some time, I've been going to certain brothers that was down with Zulu that was in position, telling them, we need to pull Bam to the side and check him on some of this, or, on the things that I was hearing about that was still going on, but everybody kept brushing it to the side because they already knew this to be going on with Bam. So eventually, last year when the Million Man March came about, is when it just broke. You know, I let loose and I made the video. So I made the video before Ron Savage actually came out. Everybody thought that Ron Savage came out first. No, I came out first. But what happened was when I made the video, certain members of the Zulu Nation reached out to me and told me, like, listen, like Muhammad Islam, for example, he created the Zulu Warriors, and he was employing up to 120 people on security jobs. So he was like, if you do this, you're going to destroy us. And I was a part of them. So I said, you know what? I want it to go away anyway. It's embarrassing, so I'm going to take the video down. Then out of nowhere, Ron Savage pops up, and he just got into, you know, got on them, and my video popped up at the same time, the one that I took down. So somebody actually saved it to their computer. And from there on, it was like, you know what? I guess it was part of God's plan.
Yeah. Shout out to Ron Savage too. He's been on one of our other shows, Church of Reality. You guys are real fucking warriors, and I salute you. And we got a hip hop pioneer that's getting ready to come on the line right now. He was just on a show a couple weeks ago. This one and only Rahiem, Grandmaster Flash of Furious 5. Rahiem, how you doing, brother?
Yo, peace and blessings, fellas. What's good, my brothers?
Hey, Rahiem, how's it going, man?
All right, what's going on with
you? Before we get into anything, I just want to say, yo, Poppy, I salute you, my brother. I think you, Ron Savage, and all of the other people who were victimized by Bambaata's vagrant sexual behavior were extremely brave and nothing but straight up men in my eyes for coming forward and letting the world know what was happening with Bambaata.
Thank you.
Yeah, no doubt, my brother. Word.
Man, that's real tough.
And excuse my language, that bullshit that KRS was talking about, with regards to, people need to get out of hip hop if they don't support Bambaata. First of all, one thing has absolutely nothing to do with the other. Bambaata's contribution to the hip hop culture can never be diminished, of course, and no one was even questioning that. No one questioned his credibility with regards to hip hop. People were questioning his moral integrity, because once you have sexual improprieties with minors, then your morals should be coming into question. So whatever KRS-One was saying that wasn't consistent with how sensitive he should have handled it on the victim's behalf, I was absolutely taken aback by that.
I was shocked. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
And you know what? My only conclusion that I could possibly derive from all of that KRS-One said is he must be a homosexual.
Wow.
Straight up. Yeah. And maybe Bambaata touched him too.
Yeah, I believe MC Shan, he was on the show one time. He was kind of going in that direction a little bit. But, there's this book, Ron talked about it and you talked about it, Poppy. Obviously, we don't want you to reveal names, but let me just ask you this question. Are there pictures in that book that hip-hop fans such as myself would recognize?
Are you asking that? Are you asking me, Rahiem, this question?
Poppy.
Oh. Is there pictures in that book? I believe so, yes. Bam, you know what? See, here's my thing, right? I never attacked him for being a homosexual, because that's your business. Now, the reason why I do attack him for being a homosexual is because you come in under the folds of Islam and you're saying that you are a Muslim. with your lying.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? His practices, what Ben believes in, what he tells you that he believes in behind the scenes, and what he tells you he believes in front of an audience of people, like he's trying to be down with the Moors, it's a contradiction. You cannot be a homosexual and be a Muslim. It does not exist.
That's right.
So, you know, in this man's lifetime, you've never seen him with a woman. Now, in the book, I don't put, like, if I really wanted to, the people in that book that I put out, it would be real crazy. I would actually be going to war with everybody.
Wow.
But I don't get at him for what his preference was. I get at him because when you look in the book, it's like, for example, people got mad at me recently when I put up a picture of a brother named Al G and there was another brother named Monk. You know, when Bam decided to do what he did with these dudes, they were younger than him, and these are two brothers that also committed suicide years later. Now, people sit up there and say, oh, well, Monk killed himself over a female, and Al G been suicidal. Then my thing is, okay, what made him suicidal? Then you have the brother from the UK named Seco. May he rest in peace. He's a big breakdance, artist. He came to New York to spend time with Bambaataa, and I'll say only because of your show, allegedly, because I don't want to get y'all in trouble. Me personally, I don't care. He comes to New York, and Bam took advantage of him, and he never got over what Bam did. So when he went back to the UK, for years it messed him up, and his closest friends from the UK is in contact with me. The man jumped in front of a train, and he left a letter telling everything that Bam did to him.
Wow.
That's crazy. When you look at from my shoes, there was a brother he's on my Facebook page. I ain't gonna throw his name out there. It was me. It was another brother. It was them two brothers. Bambaataa had all three of us in a room with porno on, jerking off, trying to get all three of us head. We was young boys.
Wow. We
wasn't no urban teen, and we was young boys he was doing this to. And everybody that he's affected been in jail for murder.
Right.
Yeah.
Yo,
exactly. It stops you for life.
I know of somebody legendary that happened to. I ain't gonna say his name, cause he ain't tell nobody, but he be fronting, trying to act like, and he's completely in support of Bambaataa, and I'm like, yo, and he be talking wild shit, trying to act like, he's on some other shit, but I'm like, yo, and like I done seen pictures of this dude and everything, but I ain't, that's not my business.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you. I feel it. Well, Rahiem, you being one of the pioneers of hip hop in general, you know what I'm saying? We're trying to restore it, because a lot of the newer generations fucking it up with these dumbed down lyrics. But then to see that, you know what I'm saying, some of our peers in the game were raping children and doing crazy stuff like that. I mean, it's got to make you sick. Well, how do we get past this? And are there any solutions possible?
First of all, unbeknownst to a lot of people, and to put things in proper perspective, with all due respect to what Bambaataa did with hip hop, the Zulu Nation is a grassroots cultural organization built on, peace, love, unity, and having fun, as far as the Zulu Nation goes, right? All right. Yeah. So now, but by no means, and now Bambaataa is the leader, the father of that organization, or was, or whatever. I don't know what the current status is, but okay. So, the Zulu Nation by no means does not represent the hip hop culture in its totality. all right?
Yeah.
The Zulu Nation is a faction of the hip-hop culture. The movement, the hip-hop movement, was in play before the Zulu Nation happened. So to all of the people who look to Bambaataa and regard him as the father of hip-hop, that's incorrect, because the father of hip-hop is Kool Herc. And the Zulu Nation, when they derived, what Bambaataa did with the Zulu Nation is absolutely unprecedented as far as how he helped to spread the culture, but he absolutely is not the founder of the culture of hip-hop, because the movement of hip-hop was still going. So the Zulu Nation represents a faction of that.
Yeah.
And then once he began, delving into, Moorish science and all of these other different belief systems, for whatever the reason, he began incorporating that into the Zulu Nation and its doctrine and dogma, which made absolutely no sense whatsoever, because, again, the Zulu Nation is a grassroots hip-hop cultural organization. It has nothing to do with religion or, belief systems or any of that. So, like he's running it like it's a cult, And you know what? Honestly, that's the same damn thing that KRS-One was doing with the Temple of Hip-Hop. And, I don't agree with either of the two. And, but, I was never a Zulu. I was just always cool with Zulus or more importantly with Black Spades once right before they became Zulus. And so that's why I could always go to Bronx River, nobody ever robbed me. They when dudes from Bronx River came around my block, Lambert, they robbed everything and everybody, but they ain't robbed me. I hold their guns. So and it wasn't because Bambaataa, I had no special love from Bambaataa because he was doing nothing to me. I didn't have that issue. But again, to all my brothers who were victimized by Bambaataa, hats off to you for coming out and letting people know what it really is, because people have the wrong perception of a lot of things that are going on right in front of our eyes, and it's easy to get caught up in idolizing someone who you feel did something important, and you want to be a part of the movement or whatever. So you're impressionable, you're young, you get caught up in the moment, and because you want to be down, you consensually agree to certain things, but it's because of your ignorance and because you're innocent. You know what I mean? And there are many people who will take advantage of that, and Bambaataa is just another example.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. Definitely. You got to watch out, people. Like, I talked about it on my show. There was an instance where, these guys would walk up and down the block. I think they were Mormon or whatnot, and they tried to take me. They actually pulled up to I remember one day they came up to us. I was like, leave me alone, man. They're like, well, can we come by and get you Sunday? We'll take you to church. So, yeah, whatever. Just like trying to brush them off. Come Sunday, they come out to my house. Little did they know my father had already talked to a few people that he knew, looked up these guys, found out that these guys had some type of cult going on in Indiana, because we were up by Chicago, and he ran them off. But they had the car door open. They were getting ready to kidnap my ass. You know what I'm saying? This happens every fucking day. And because of people like Poppy who speak out against shit like this, we're able to kind of see, okay, who's doing what and who's supporting who's doing certain things. Because
right.
In the hip-hop community, we don't really see a lot of people speaking out about this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
Shout out to Star for doing what he's doing, because he led the way along with Poppy and Ron. But I think more people need to address it. And I respect I respect you for doing so. You know what I'm saying? Real talk.
Yeah. Thank you. I think that the people who are quiet about it, they are either because the rabbit hole goes really deep. You know what I mean? From what I'm understanding, there's a lot of people who were affected by this and who will be affected by it if their names are ever added to the mix as far as the people who were victimized by Bambaataa. So with regards to that, I believe that that's probably the underlying reason for people's silence about what happened with Bambaataa as far as in the hip hop community at large from the Bronx. And to all of the people who who tried to make the blanket statement and involve everybody from the Bronx in the goings on with Bambaataa and sexual improprieties and all of that. I don't care whose name you say, just don't say mine, because I ain't had nothing to do with that. You know what I mean? So, I've seen some people, I know some people that were affected by it, and, to this very day, they not saying nothing. You know what I mean? But I know because it's people that shared their stories with me, and I was like, whoa, But I knew about Bam being a homosexual since like the late 70s, because I go to Bronx River, and when they be packing up the equipment or whatever, a couple of times I've seen people like run up on him and smack his ass, squeeze his ass or whatever. And if he's a homosexual, that's his business. You know what I mean? It was never my business to try and out him, and he was always cool with me. So I never had a reason to be disrespectful to him or anything like that. But with regards to kids, I take that very seriously. I have 5 children of my own, and 2 of which are my sons. I couldn't even fathom a man doing anything like that to any one of my sons. He'd have to die. Yeah, real talk. Instantly, as a father myself, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I have a daughter, but same thing. The only thing I could think of is death. You know what I'm saying? You lay a hand on it. I mean, that's how all fathers should be. You know what I'm saying? You got to be, vigilant against what's going on out there, because these predators, they're everywhere. They're everywhere. But we definitely want to take time out to raise awareness about, what's going on. Because anytime someone targets children, or no, we can't be having that shit. We gotta stop that. Right, and if you're not saying shit about it, that means you're condoning it. You're condoning it, and if you know about it, you're enabling it. You know what I mean? That makes you an accessory.
Yeah,
that makes you just as sick as the fucking person who's perpetrating the crime.
Yeah. Oh, you motherfucking snitches. You know what I'm saying? You got to avoid snitches, man, because they will get you hemmed up. But first I want to shout out my co-host, Mac J. He called in episode 298 episodes ago, many years ago, about 4 years ago. And he was a listener of the show. I mean, he started calling in religiously. He loved the show. He was a fan. He listened to every episode. And eventually I said, you know what? I want to make this cat my co-host, man. Made him my co-host. He's been doing all these shows with me. He's sick tonight. He ain't got a voice. You know what I'm saying? He's got some type of bug that's going around. A lot of people getting that right now, especially when school season starts. The kids get it and bring it home, and we all get it. So I want to shout out my co-host. He couldn't make it here tonight, but I want to thank everybody for calling in so far. This is who we had so far. We had, of course, Cli-N-Tel. You're here with us. We had Arabian Prince.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We had Project Born out of Flint, Michigan, speaking on the water situation, which the water is still fucked up. They ain't fixing no pipes up there. You know what I'm saying? We had the homie RBX. We had MC Shan. We got the homie Poppy. He's still on the line. We had K-Dee from the Lynch Mob, and of course Rahiem and Furious 5. Hell of a fucking show. But of course, we want to speak on the Universal Hip Hop Museum too, because you guys are all about the preservation of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? What's the latest with the Universal Hip Hop Museum, Cli-N-Tel?
No doubt, man. But before I even speak on the museum, I just want to say a couple of things. First, congratulations on 300 episodes, man. I mean, god damn, y'all going hard in the paint, man. I mean, I remember when I first. I remember when I first started listening. I think maybe you were around maybe 100, somewhere up in there, maybe 50. I don't know, but man, I mean, you guys uncover. The stuff that people don't want to cover. You talk about the things that people, are afraid to talk about. Mainstream media doesn't even want to touch. And, I commend these brothers right now for being on the line and speaking out against anything and anybody that does anything wrong to kids and commit any types of atrocities, and what have you. And, so I stand up and salute y'all, man, for even, having the guts, the courage, and the wherewithal to share your stories and your information with people, because you don't know how many lives you touch, and you don't realize how many people you're saving right now just by letting folks know, your stories and your personal, and sharing your personal situation. So, like I said, man, I commend you guys for doing that, and I salute you, for that. But, the Hip Hop Museum, the Universal Hip Hop Museum, was a project that was started about 3 years ago by some of the pioneers and legends in hip-hop, like, Curtis Blow, Rocky Bucano, Ice-T, because, we realized that it was time for hip-hop to fucking grow up and protect, preserve, and advance the culture in a positive way and go back to, what Brother Rahiem was talking about, the tenets of hip-hop: peace, love, unity, having fun, talk about the 5 elements of hip-hop and really emphasize that the legends or the stories and the archives that and the information that's been out there, some of it needs to be scrutinized, some of it needs to be archived, some of it needs to be protected, and to do all of those things, and also to continue to advance the culture of hip-hop in a lot of different ways. So everybody recognizes, the birthplace of hip-hop in South Bronx, and so we want to really start a building, build a foundation there, build a building there for the museum. They also have satellite campuses around the world, some even on the West Coast, maybe L.A., maybe Compton, someplace like that. But really, the organization itself, the Universal Hip Hop Museum, as an organization, is really moving to get those things done within the next, few years or so. The next couple of years, we want to have, a brick and mortar up. We're going to have the virtual museum up where people can actually live the experiences, see the things, and gain that knowledge about hip-hop and about what, brothers like Rahiem and Creole and Furious 5 went through and how they started in their struggles. Cats on the West Coast like a Cube or K-Dee, how they got started, and the artifacts and stuff like that will be in there. People will be able to see it. Plus, we want to be able to do a lot of things with communities and social programs to be able to help kids to be educated and learn, what hip-hop truly is, and actually start training programs, engineering programs. We actually have an accredited course in hip-hop at right now at the Monroe College in New York, and I think we're going to be moving it to the Bronx next semester, where we actually teach a course in hip-hop. My role is I teach a lot of the West Coast, information. I provide all of that, but Paradise Gray is also involved with that, along with Dr. Tangi Gilliam. So that's a wonderful thing. But there's a lot of things that the Hip-Hop Museum is doing. We're working on a pop-up experience where there's going to be this big 18-wheeler that's going to drive around to schools and concerts and places and literally pop out an actual, mini version of the museum that people can actually walk through and experience that way as well. The virtual museum, we want to have that up by sometime next year. It's a 3D experience where people can actually go online with Google Glasses.
Mobile version, wow, that's crazy.
Yeah. and experience, the museum that way. If you can't obviously travel to New York or L.A. or, Tokyo or wherever else, the museums are going to be. But again, it's really about protecting, preserving, and advancing this culture, man, and letting people know, what the positive things that hip hop, brings to the world, because hip hop is a global brand, and it's everywhere. A lot of people are, making money off of it. A lot of people have put their kids through college, but not all of those people are, for lack of a better word, hip hop heads or hip hop artists, but they've benefited from it. Now it's time for hip hop to really take back a lot of that and reclaim, our place as who we are, and be able to tell our stories the right way. And that's what's up, man. And and I'm really, proud to be a part of it, proud to be one of the West Coast advisors for it. And I look forward to actually more people getting involved. And I think the more people, the more heads that get involved, the more folks that are in hip hop get involved, the quicker, the faster we can move things forward, and the better we can tell these stories, and we can archive everything that's going on, because it could be anything from dropping knowledge to sharing artifacts that people might have, or tweeting something out and letting folks know about different programs that we have and different events that we have. We got an event coming up actually in San Diego where we're actually participating in a 5K hip hop run. And we're going to have Kid Frost and Melon Ace out there with the Wrecking Crew performing. But really, we're going to be spreading, again, knowledge about health. And, because a lot of us are getting older, and, we need to, have that knowledge and information about how to take care of ourselves. And so we'll be spreading that. But just stuff like that, man, getting involved with the community. We just had a whole 33rd Radiotron event out here on the West Coast that was very successful. A lot of people came out, a lot of legends, a lot of break dancers, DJs, MCs, you name it, came out. And, really literally volunteered their time just to, vibe with each other. It was kind of like the West Coast, hip-hop Woodstock, so to speak. And just things like that, man. And, keeping it pushing that way, and just letting, the next generation and the next generation know what's really going on with this culture that we love so much. So I encourage everybody, to go to uhhm.org and get involved, man, and, sharing that.
No, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
You guys hear me? Yeah, it's all about what I was saying. It's all about preservation. You know what I'm saying? And if we don't preserve it, visitors that come here 100 years from now are going to see hip-hop, and they're going to think it's about dudes wearing fluorescent flip-flops like our homie Calvert 007 said.
Right, yeah.
Tight, skinny jeans and capris. We don't want that. Well, and not just that, the mumbling. You can't even understand what these cats are saying. It's like they're speaking a different language. But you said something, it's universal. Let's bring on the homie from France. This is Lord Sinister all the way from France. He's a huge supporter of the show. What's up, Sin?
Yeah, what's up, Scott? How are you?
I'm doing real good,
fine.
Man. We got Cli-N-Tel, we got Poppy.
Yeah, I salute Cli-N-Tel, I salute Rahiem, I salute Polk, K-Dee, Poppy. Yeah, I want to congratulate you, Scott, for all the work you've done over the years and keep on the real legends and pioneers and underground independent rappers, too, who keep it dope stuff, went to swag shit, like you said before. These swag days, these mainstream days, it's crazy shit. It's like mind control, M culture, radio now. So the work you pioneered on the Murder Dog magazine in the old days, now you keep it on radio now. It's cool. It's real good.
I appreciate that, man. But, well, when I was writing for Murder Dog, we was making stars out of, cats like Master P and 3-6 Mafia, Al Capone, and different people before The Source or anybody knew who they were. Matter of fact, Master P, the first cover he was ever on was on our cover, Murder Dog magazine, 1996. You know what I'm saying? So we kind of gave the underground guys their chance to shine. You know what I'm saying? And when Murder Dog left, there was a void. You know what I'm saying? And we knew that we had to fill that void. We had to bring a platform back where not only do we support the underground, but we also support the pioneers and legends from the 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, and of course, today because they don't have that platform, unfortunately. They do. There's other shows like us out there, and but it's rare. I mean, we can't compete. My competitors have $1 million backing. You know what I'm saying? My competitors, cats like Vlad and other people, they're backed by $1 million companies. Double XL and this and that.
Yeah.
But somehow we're still able to be relevant and break mainstream news, and that's the good thing. We got to keep infiltrating the mainstream, as we call it. We got to keep putting this stuff in the forefront. You know what I mean? We got another caller on the line. Let's see who this is. Welcome to the 300th episode of the Murder Master Music Show. Who is this?
Brandon Patrick, man. What's good, Prez?
Hey, this is the homie, guys. I want you to meet him. This is my brother, Brandon Patrick. He's got a group on Facebook called Hell's Heavyweights, where he represents, hip hop to the fullest. And he's a huge supporter of the show, man. Thank you for calling in. That means a lot, brother.
Yeah.
How you doing?
What's up, Mac J? What up? Yeah, man. What you was just saying though, about how y'all make mainstream news about what you're doing. But what I wanted to say is that's why your show is unlike any other, because the only other time that hip hop talk shows make news is when motherfucker like Birdman disrespects the host of the show. You know what I mean? Like them other folks. But you guys make stuff because you guys make the news because when you guys get guests, they respect you. And
yeah. Exactly.
Listening to your show, it's more like a conversation. It ain't like, you listen to other shows, man, it's an interview. It's when's your album dropping, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? But when y'all have guests, they open up, and it's like a conversation, man. You know what I mean? Like other people respect what you're doing.
I appreciate it, man. And, we try to make it as comfortable as possible for our guests, and at the same token, we think that they respect us because we got balls. I'm not trying to brag, but we got fucking balls. We're not afraid to go at the Bambatas or at the fucking KRS Ones or whoever else it is. Like you just mentioned Lil Wayne and Birdman a few seconds ago. Those Fugazi motherfuckers, they're the contribution to what's going on in hip-hop today as far as the decline. You know what I'm saying? They started coming out with stupid shit when they should be coming out with substance, something that the youth can gravitate towards. But all they're talking about is popping mollies and swag. I'm sick of that fucking swag shit already. That's got to go. That has got to fucking go, guys. We got to figure out how to get rid of swag from rap forever. Because it ain't cool no more. It never was.
Yeah.
Maybe a couple decades ago, but now, get that shit out of here.
I never used that word.
It's a new swag order. New swag order.
Yeah, new swag order. There you go. That's what it is.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy that cats are getting a pass. Same thing like with the the situation, the horrible situation with Bambaataa. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people ain't checking people. You know what I mean? And same thing with these swag rappers. They're getting a pass. You know what I'm saying? You had a guy, I forget who he was. I don't even know his name, thankfully, because I don't follow the lame stream. But he refused to rap over a DJ Premier beat. That's old stuff, he said, or something like that. What the fuck? I mean, they're desecrating the legacies of some of the pioneers and the legends, and we can't let that happen. So it's going to take some of the OGs. You remember when Q-Tip? Remember when Dub C said he was going to stick a cucumber up Q-Tip's ass and shove him in the garbage can? You need tracks like that going at these swaggers. You can't just attack them with a little tweet on Twitter. You got to get in the studio and give them fucking battle bars, like MC Shan did.
And I mean, it's crazy because there's so many people that used to be at the top that never went nowhere. They never, You know, like they didn't disappear for a long time. They've been steadily dropping shit, but they don't conform to the bullshit or put them weak ass rappers on there so they don't get no play. You know what I mean? And like that's the problem. Like, you know, if you want to listen to all this bullshit out there right now, that's whatever. Like there's room for that, but let the real shit in. They don't let none of the real shit in. That's why, I mean, kids nowadays. Man, I was talking to a kid the other day. He didn't even know who Bun B was. You know what I mean? Like, there's no education in hip-hop. You used to listen to artists and know where he was from just by his sound. You know what I mean? And it's just crazy that there's real artists out there that don't light a day, man. You know what I mean? But I mean, it's good for us because we got an underground scene. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got people in the underground that are just, you know, like Living Dead Productions, man. Like them dudes, there's like 30 of them motherfuckers, and every one of them's hard. You know what I mean? Like, at least we got shit like that for us, man.
Yeah, there's no distinction in hip hop. There's no distinction. Like back in the day, okay, you knew Naughty by Nature, you knew where they were from. You know what I'm saying? You knew where Scarface was from. You know, nowadays you can't tell who's who, where they're from. I mean, what style they got. They don't even have styles. You know what I'm saying? Now are there talented youth out there right now? Guys in their teens and 20s? Absolutely, and we try to showcase them. Anytime I find one, I'm going to try to bring them on the show. You know what I'm saying? And we got to showcase those guys because those are the guys that are going to be the ones that can reverse this hip-hop bullshit. They say they have cycles. Every few years, hip-hop goes this way and then it goes that way, kind of trends and whatnot. Well, right now, the toilet's been flushed and it's going down the drain. So it's up to these young guys with lyrics and with bars and with substance to come back and you know what I'm saying, you know, bring this shit to where it needs to be. And again, the OGs, you got to be present. You got to check these motherfuckers when they disrespect hip-hop. We've been saying this for 300 shows now. You know what I'm saying? When they disrespect, you know what I'm saying, what you created, you know what I'm saying, with mumbling and just making a mockery, refusing to work with legendary producers. Hey, you got to check these dudes. You got to. You know, and you got to boycott their fucking music, too. Don't buy their music. Well, we ain't going to buy it. You already know that. We ain't buying none of that shit.
Also, it's funny because young people won't go on the show, but the rappers, the old school rappers, they listen are in too.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah. You know what I'm saying? You gotta definitely
also,
no, go ahead.
Yeah, and when you said before we have original music, I think about DJ Paul, who said I preferred when each music at East Coast sound or West Coast sound or down south sound, because now everybody wants sound like us. You know?
Yeah, exactly. There's no distinction. Like, you used to be able to listen to something, and even if it was from somewhere else, like the Dayton Family, you listen to the Dayton Family, you hear the West Coast influence on it, but it got that Midwest sound to it. You know what I mean? Like, the style is Midwest. I mean, you could hear the influence in it. Same with like the No Limit shit. Like, I know P came from the Bay Area or whatever, but No Limit shit. I mean, you can hear in the beats, like C Murder's beats and shit, like the shit KLC made. Like, you could hear the West Coast influence, but you knew it was some South shit.
Yeah, you knew it was from New Orleans off top. There was no questioning that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And nowadays,
I don't know where any of these dudes are from, man. None of them. Nobody else. I mean, I don't really know too many mainstream dudes, man. Like, I don't got the time for that shit when there's, you know, underground shit out there that's worth listening to. But, like, these motherfuckers I've seen on, you know, like, seen on TV, all over the internet and shit, I don't even know where they're from. I have no clue. And, like, it all sounds the same. It's just one genre now. You know what I mean? Like, there's no distinction. There's no, you know, it's either you make this or you're not in it. And
one of the homies was speaking about that, Patrick. One of the homies was speaking about that the other day. He was talking about producers and beat makers. He made a good point. I'm going to bring on a pioneer, you know what I'm saying? This is the pioneer of Memphis, Tennessee, this Gangsta Pat. Gangsta Pat, welcome to the show, brother.
What's happening? What's it do?
Yeah.
Man.
What's up, Patrick?
You've been a huge part of this show for for years now, man, and we made it to 300. We're honored to have you with us, man. How you been? You been good?
Hey, man, I've been all right, man. Thanks for asking, but it's a privilege for me to be a part of this show because, I mean, y'all keep us going, man. Y'all keep us living. You know what I'm saying? So, man, I'm honored to be on the show. You know what I'm saying? So it's all love on this end. But yeah, I put a message out there because I know a lot of guys really don't really get it when it comes to producing. You know what I'm saying? And I just want them to know how it really go because some guys feel like if they make the track, then they want credit for producing the whole record, and it ain't how it go. You know what I'm saying? It's a bigger picture than that, man. So people need to know that.
There's a lot more to production than just making a beat.
Except that you was a real pioneer.
Yeah.
Yeah, producers don't make a beat. You direct it. You know what I mean? Like you're kind of like a movie director. You know what I'm saying? Like you're trying to capture the essence of what you're trying to do. It's not just making a beat and saying, "Hey, I'm a producer." Like you're communicating with each other what sound you want to capture, what direction to go in. I'm not even in hip hop, and I understand that shit. Like these people will say, Gangsta Pat, though, man, it's crazy. I'm on the line with you, though, bro. I've been listening to you for a long time.
Hey, man, I appreciate that, man.
Yeah,
good to hear that.
I remember Gangsta Pat in 1990. You have already the hi hats, and nobody have these hi hats before in Memphis. In Memphis, since Memphis sound you did, and with DJ Spanish Fly, you created a world down south sound. You're pioneer for that, and a lot of people in the south don't credit you for that, and don't credit Spanish Fly for that. It's a shame for me.
Yeah. You're right, man. You know your history because you know Spanish Fly single-handedly brought the Trigger Man record back to life.
Yeah.
You know, because it wasn't even called Trigger Man. It was called Drag Rap. That was the real name of it, Drag Rap.
Exactly.
He started calling it Trigger Man. That's what they changed it. Yeah, Showboys. Yeah, because it's this guy that owned the club in Memphis wanted them to come do a show. They had to call Profile Records. Profile didn't even know what record they was talking about. That's how much they had slept on it. So they had to dig it out their archives and get in touch with the Showboys, and they flew them down to Memphis, man, and they started a whole nother career thanks to Spanish Fly.
Yeah. SMK Alto, Pretty Tony, Juice Bone.
Yeah.
All of them. Tycho.
Yeah, Fishbone. You remember Fishbone? Hey, let me ask you about this group. Since you go so far back, do you remember the King Tubby Posse?
I talk about Juice Bone, DJ Juice Bone.
Juice Bone? Oh, I thought you said Fishbone.
Yeah, Juice Bone, yeah.
It's a rapper back in the day used to be called Fishbone, and there was another group called King Tubby Posse. That was like way before me, but they didn't have no deals or have no like real product out. They just had local stuff there. Yeah, I go way back in the history of rap, man, but it's funny that you brought that up, man.
Yeah, Sid knows his history just like the homie Patrick. We got two Pats on the line. They both are very knowledgeable about music, about rap music, and
man, I see,
on
man.
The team, on the squad, man. You know, real talk. But
man, you just don't know how refreshing it is. Look, y'all don't know how refreshing it is to talk to somebody that got real knowledge about the history, man. It's just refreshing to know that it's people out there that really pay attention to all that, you know.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah. President Mac J, man, they already legends in my book, man. Like 300 episodes in a time where the real shit doesn't get through. For them to last 300 episodes is just amazing in itself. Like, I can't even tell you what my favorite moment is because there's been so many good ones, man. Like, shit happens on the show. It ain't just some boring bullshit, man. And the way they honor the legends and shit and give y'all airtime, man, like, insane, man. I mean, look at me. I mean, I'm on the phone with Gangsta Pat right now, you know what I'm saying? Like,
wow.
You have to salute. I salute Scalpe Capone.
Well, you're also on the phone, too, with, you know what I'm saying, one of the guys that got to see the earliest production of Dr. Dre. You know what I'm saying? The homie Cli-N-Tel. Cli-N-Tel's on the line. You know what I'm saying? Pat was talking about production, you know what I'm saying, what goes into production, you know what I'm saying, what's it like being produced by Dr. Dre?
Well, you know, Dre and I actually, we collaborated on a lot of, you know, the early Wrecking Crew stuff. And, you know, you can just kind of see his evolution, you know, from there, from the start. Fast learner. And, you know, actually Yella was really kind of like our technical head of the group, because Yella had actually learned from Davey D and Davey DMX. So when Yella got the information, he started passing it on to, you know, me and Trey. And, you know, we soaked it up, just started really learning about, you know, how to produce, how to make certain sounds, you know, how to mix. You know, certain sounds, because like somebody was saying, a producer in music is kind of like a director, because you're trying to really capture the essence of the whole piece. It might be that one song or a whole album, and you kind of steer in the direction of that. You're the one responsible for that sound, for that overall, you know, feeling that people get when they hear it. Exactly. So, you know, just from early on, man, the work ethic that went into it. I mean, sometimes me and Trey, we'd be in the studio, 2 days straight, don't go home, no shower, calling people to bring us pizza, you know, just crazy stuff like that, man. Just trying to get one sound perfected, you know, and trying to get it right. And it was just that work ethic early on, that drive that we had to get it done right, really made it what it was. And that's why, you know, Dre is as successful as he is today, man, because of that work ethic.
Yeah, no doubt. Hey, were you in any of the sessions when they was doing like any of the albums, like the Chronic and, you know, those big albums that he had?
Not for the Chronic, but some of the Ruthless stuff, and certainly, a lot of the Wrecking Crew stuff. But you know, I heard a lot of it, and when I heard it, you could tell that it was a sound that Dre was already had started to, you know, to develop, you know, with Wrecking Crew, because we listened to a lot of jazz artists, right? And a lot of like a lot of those jazz artists had a certain crispness to their sound, the separation of the different instruments, you know, that clean, you know, hard sound coming through. And so we tried to recapture that in the music that we play, and that's where it evolved into. And, you know, as far as the Chronic is concerned, and a lot of you know, the later works that you know, that came along after that with Snoop and all that, was just going for that crisp sound, and of course the influence of, you know, Parliament Funkadelic and George Clinton and all that good stuff came into play as well.
Yeah, you're right, man, because that Chronic album, when you put that in, man, that thing was the loudest CD I had in my collection. Nothing couldn't out. As far as the level, the quality, nothing couldn't match that Chronic, man. So you're right about that, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, at that time, too. You know.
Yeah.
The early 90s. Like, if you listen to some of the classic Rap-A-Lot records from that time, you know, some of them sounded like the levels were a little bit low. You know, I mean, they still hit hard, but I know what you're saying. The clarity. You know, there's a lot of clarity in that fucking record. You know, saying, what about yourself, Pat? You got anything you're working on? Anything you got coming out here in the future?
Yeah, I've been playing around. I'm just at that point, man. I'm gonna tell you something about me. I like to be inspired by other artists, and one artist that inspired me is like Kendrick Lamar that's out right now. But other than that, it ain't no more inspiration. You know, I came up in the day with, if you heard somebody with a hot song on the radio, you ran to the studio to try to top that. You know what I'm saying? Just ain't been no inspiration. But I make music every day, though. So, yeah, I got stuff laying around. Eventually, I'll probably put it together, you know. But other than that, I'm just trying to get off into other ventures, because music ain't my bread and butter right now. So I can't spend all night on it like I used to, like I want to. But I'll eventually probably drop some stuff first of the year.
I tell you what, I see you post a video once in a while playing that guitar. I'm like, man, that would sound good. That part right there would sound great on a track. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah.
Visualize that coming to life, man. And you already know, man, when you're ready, come back on here. Let's preview something, man. Always down to have you on the show, Pat.
I have a
Appreciate
question
it.
for Cli-N-Tel. Cli-N-Tel, as a West Coast producer, electro funk, all that. What do you think of the Getbox sound of Memphis as a producer for you?
No, I mean, no doubt, man. It's obviously, you know, the Memphis sound has its roots, a lot of its roots in the blues, and you know, a lot of the origins there. So you can hear that influence still, you know, in the music and even in the rhymes and in the rap, a lot of the cadence.
Yeah.
But it just has that really, you know, down home feeling to it. You know, it has that, because if you know, if you're from the South, you know how much the music is important, you know, to the South, and it represents that, you know, it just represents that Southern sound really well, man. But you can hear that influence of, you know, that blues and the bass and all that kind of stuff in it. So it's still cool.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, I see some thing with electro funk and Getbox sound, like some roots of electro funk, you know.
Yeah. Actually, man, some of my early influence too came from a guy who was actually in Miss Chalet band. He was a drummer. His name Don Phillips. I don't know if you may know him or not. He's from L.A.
Yeah, I know Don. Yeah.
You know Don, yeah. That's, you know, he came to Memphis. He met my sister, and they got married and had a child together. So you know, that's brother-in-law. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And man, he showed me a lot of stuff, man. A lot of studio tricks, man. So, and this was like '91. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So this was like when I was really just hitting them studios hard. So, and he had been around Dre a lot too, so he knew a few tricks. He the one really taught me how important it was for track separation, like put everything, because I was just running everything in stereo. You know, he taught me about that track separation, man.
Yeah.
So he kind of helped me up my game a little bit, man.
That's what's up.
Yeah, no doubt. L.A. Dre too, man. I spent a little time around L.A. Dre in Atlanta.
L.A. Dre,
Atlanta.
Yep.
Yeah,
he
showed me a lot
L.A.
of
Dre,
stuff.
man. That dude is so underrated, man. As a musician, as a producer, a lot of that, man. There's a lot of stuff that
songwriter too.
There's credit for. Yeah. Yep. That's right.
You're right. He is. He a bad boy, man. He a bad boy, man. Colin Wolf, another bad boy too, man.
Yeah, I just saw Colin the other day, man. Just saw him the other day. Yeah. He's doing his thing. Definitely.
Still doing it. Yeah, bad boy, man.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, man. Nothing but history going on. You know what I'm saying? I'll tell you what we're gonna do since you're on the line, Pat. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go to a little break. We're gonna play one of your tracks off your most recent EP. You know what I'm saying? Tell everybody about the EP that's available right now. We're gonna play The Mask and the Glock, man. That's one of my favorites. Tell everybody about this song.
Yeah, that's from the EP Live from Black Haven, man. You can cop it on iTunes. You know what I'm saying? For sure. Appreciate that love.
Thanks for Pat. Don't go nowhere. We're right here in the Murder Master Music Show. We're about to get out of here real soon. Episode 300 in the fucking books. I want to thank everybody for calling in. It's Gangsta Pat, the Master Glock. Music Show. We had a lot of people on. We're going to close out here in a minute, but guess what? My co-host is in the building, sick and all, man. He's here. What's up, Mac J?
What's up with the prayers, man? How y'all doing, man?
What's up, man?
We sound like we're doing better than you, brother.
Yeah, this shit is horrible, man. Like, allergies or something, man, but it's that time of the year again, and got my ass. Shit.
Yeah, well,
like there's a GOC.
Yeah, pretty much. I couldn't talk about an hour ago, man. I was trying to get it going, but I had to get that tea and that lemon and all that good shit going, man. I'm hanging in there though.
Hey, you didn't catch
the whole time, though.
You didn't catch what Hillary Clinton got, did you?
Man, I hope not. So you gonna make me laugh and make me cough up a lung or something.
Yeah, Yeah, man.
But I just want to salute all y'all for calling in, man, and rocking with me in prayers, man. And prayer and salute to you for, you know, like you said, I started calling in on the second episode, man, and I was just a fan, man, and you always would bring me on and let me talk to some of my favorite guys I grew up listening to, and for you to always extend that to me and then asking me to become a co-host, man, it was, you know, it was something real big to me, man, and I still get hyped for every show that we do, like it's the first one, man, and shouts out to guys like Cli-N-Tel that always stay down with us, man, and always support what we do, man. Like, it really mean a whole lot to me, man.
Yeah.
Up, man.
Hey, thank you, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a huge honor. You know what I'm saying? I've seen you. You're my protege, man. I've seen you develop into a hell of a fucking music journalist. You've interviewed the biggest and the best. You know what I'm saying? Chuck D, fucking DMC, you name it. The list goes on and on. You're the one that got us Rahiem, the Furious Five. So I mean, salute to you, man. Hats off to you, brother. You know.
I appreciate it, man.
And everybody that supports the show, we can't thank you enough. Like you said, Cli-N-Tel, Gangsta Pat, JT Money, RBX, everybody, you know what I'm saying, that supports what we're doing. Got nothing but love for all y'all. And tune in tomorrow night. It's going to be a little bit earlier. It's going to start at 5 p.m. on the West Coast, 7 p.m. Central. We got JJ Fad. You know what I'm saying? They're coming on the show. And right after them, we got another one of DJ Ready Red's cousins. I mean, talent runs in Ready Red's family. Let's just put it that way. We got another one
Hell
of his
yeah.
cousins, King G Money. He's going to be coming on. We're going to be playing one of his tracks. And, you know what I'm saying, like I said, JJ Fad. Then next week, K-Dee's going to be back on. K-Dee, the Lynch Mob. He's got a new group called the Black Rolling Stones. You know what I'm saying? Him and Arsenal, they're going to be on the show. After that, we got Don Blanco. And, man, keep looking out for us. We also got the homie, I forget his name, man. I can't remember his name, but he just wrote a book. He's the guy that did all the artwork for Tupac and for Death Row. He did the fucking Machiavelli cover. He's going to be on the show. So be looking out for that as well. Are you going to be able to do Underground Saturday night tomorrow? It sounds like you might not have a voice tomorrow night, Mac.
Man, I'm gonna be all right, Prince. I just, you know, I don't get sick too often, man. So when I do, man, I start slamming the NyQuils and shit, and that's what happened earlier, man. I took that medicine, fell asleep, and I'm already feeling better. I can't afford to be sick, man.
I feel you, man. So tune in Saturday, 9 p.m. Central, Underground Saturday night. That's another good show we got here at UGS Radio, UGS for Life. I want to thank the homie Brandon. You know what I'm saying? I want to thank, you know, Shan. I want to thank, you know, Gangsta Pat. I want to thank Rahiem. I want to thank Poppy. I want to thank MC Shan, RBX. You know what I'm saying? Cli-N-Tel, of course. I want to thank Project Born, Arabian Prince. And everybody,
hey, yo,
K-Dee, everybody that supports us, man.
Yo, President, you know, the homie Dice just sent me a message. He was trying to call in. He asked me for the number. So if we're signing off, just so you know, he did want to call in.
Who's getting ready to call in?
Dice.
The homie Dice, man.
Well, tell Dice to call in. That's the Detroit Pioneer. We ain't fucked. We still got plenty of shows.
For the number.
Yeah,
he just asked me
Dice,
for the number.
714-409-0548.
Yeah, I sent it to him. Hopefully he call in, man. I messaged him early. I messaged him and Chris from Project Born, told him to call in.
Chris called in. Chris, shout out to Chris from Project Born. You know what I'm saying? You know, we had a lot of people calling, Rahiem, and we had some crazy moments on the show. We had Poppy and MC Shan talking about Bambaataa and all that shit that's going on. You know what I'm saying? I respect Rahiem for addressing that because a lot of guys, they're shying away from that subject, but it's real. It goes on in hip-hop. We got to talk about, you know what I'm saying, the reality of it. You can't just slide it under the rug. Like KRS once said, I don't give a fuck. No, we got to give a fuck about kids. You know what I'm saying? If you don't give a fuck about kids, then you got some problems. You know what I'm saying? You got some problems upstairs. But, shit, You know what I'm saying? We'll play a track, you know what I'm saying, see if the homie Dice come through. If not, it's all good. We'll catch up with Dice, you know what I'm saying? He's welcome on the show anytime. Matter of fact, here's his song, Morphine. Man, that shit goes hard as hell, man. We got that dude on the line right fucking now. Let me bring him on. Detroit legend, one of the pioneers, Dice.
What it do? What's poppin'? What's poppin'?
Man, that shit go hard. Morphine, man. That shit go hard as hell.
That shit hard, man. That shit hard.
Thanks, cuz. Who on the line, man? Who on the line, man?
Right now, we're in Gangsta Pat.
Who?
Cli-N-Tel. Gangsta Pat out of Memphis. We got Cli-N-Tel. You know what I'm saying? West Coast.
What up, though? Everybody all right? Chillin'. What's up, GP?
Yeah. What up, homie? Hey, I met you through Caution in Detroit, man. I met you through Caution in Detroit. I came to Detroit. Yeah. This was a while back.
Yeah, early 2000. Yeah.
Yeah. I met you through a homie named Caution, man.
Yeah, that's what it is. What's been going on?
Yeah.
Everything smooth?
Man, nothing much. Yeah. Everything been good, man. Glad to know you all right, bro.
Yeah, still trying to get it in, man. Still grinding, you know.
Yeah, you've been dropping legendary shit for a while, man. You know what I'm saying? You definitely a well-respected OG in the game, for sure.
Yeah, thanks, man. Appreciate it, brother.
Yeah, man. That's
what y'all doing out there?
Yeah, we had a hell of a show tonight, man. We had MC Shan. We had K-Dee from the Lynch Mob, RBX. You know, we had your people, Project Born out of Flint. We had Arabian Prince.
You said JD?
Yeah, we had K-Dee from the Lynch Mob.
Oh, K-Dee. Oh, okay.
Yeah. We had Rahiem of the Furious Five. Shit's been crazy, man. Shit's been crazy.
Sweet.
You know what I'm saying? 300 episodes. We made it. You know, what about you, Dice? What you got in the works, man?
Oh, man, you know, I got that Sick project, man, with me and Polk saying, that Sick joint. So we'll be dropping a video to that, like, Friday at midnight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh, shit, that's coming tomorrow. Yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah, got a video for that fuck. We're going to drop it tomorrow. And the project going to be out in October, man. You know what I'm saying?
Well, make sure you get at me with that, man. I want to review it. And also get you guys on the show and maybe preview a few tracks. That's cool.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about, man. That's what it is.
Hell
so
yeah,
be on the lookout for that video tomorrow night. What's it called again?
It's called Cry No More. The song's called Cry No More.
Cry No More. Be on the lookout for that tomorrow night.
Friday night,
we'll be posting
midnight.
it up on the Murder Master Music Show page. You know what I'm saying? So go check us out over there and check out the video. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, man, we're out of here, man. I want to thank everybody for calling in once again. 300 shows down. Let's do another 300, fellas. Man, much love to everybody.
For sure.
Sir. What's up, G-Pat? What you into, man?
Yo, what up,
not much.
Just
hanging in there, homie.
You still dropping shit?
Yeah. I'm still playing around with it, man.
Okay, for sure. Shit, I don't know how we can hook up, but it is what it is. But I want to link up with brothers, man. Do a track, man. You know what I'm talking about?
Hey, man, I'm with that, brother. I'm with that, man. I'm with it.
Okay,
you know, hey, Prez got my number, man. I ain't on the call out on the air, but Prez know how to get. Prez got all that, bro, for sure. Get it from him, man. Let's go at it. Let's do it.
All right, for sure.
Hell yeah. I'll definitely, I'll shoot you guys numbers. And, yeah, I'd love to see the collaborations in this, you know what I'm saying? Because why not have a legend from Detroit and a legend from Memphis come together and make something historical? You know what I'm saying?
What it is.
Even if it's just one track. Even if it's just one fucking track. I mean, it'd be phenomenal. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Man, I'm with it. Hey, I'm with it, man. Hey, I've been a Dice fan, man. I'm telling you, Caution put me up on your shit back in the day, bro. That shit been raw, man. For sure.
Likewise, man. Likewise. We're gonna link up for real.
Man, got to, man. Legendary shit, man.
Okay, for sure.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. That's what I'm talking about. And again, I want to thank the homie Brandon. You still on the line, Brandon?
Thank you, brother. Thank you, man. And congratulations,
man. Thank you for all your
It was an honor, man. It was an honor to all mine.
Real talk. Shan, thank you, man, calling all the way in from France. You know what I'm saying?
Salute.
Appreciate you,
Salute.
brother.
Sweet. That's what it is.
Cli-N-Tel, man, thank you for calling, man. You've been on the line with us the whole fucking show. I appreciate you, brother.
Damn right, no doubt, bro, no doubt.
You were just on the show last week for Jerry Heller and Easy E tribute show. Appreciate that, man. You know what I'm saying?
No, man, thank you.
Everybody else, man, thank you for calling in, man. We got nothing but love for y'all. This is the platform, Murder Master Music Show, UGSforlife.com. We're out of here. Peace.
That's what it is. All right, peace. Y'all be good.
Peace out.
When you don't go to Geico.com, car insurance can be hard. Like early 90s heavy metal.